Hello everyone, this is Wise Nate. Guess I have a new gamer tag now, and I am actually going to do a Hitman Blood Money walkthrough. I will be accompanied by Diop.
Yo.
This is the opening entrance, but I will not only will be walkthrough, I'll be getting every achievement, and I think will be the perfect game for me because at the risk of not sounding modest, I'm terrific at this game, and you know the levels are really short, so I think it's like the perfect game for me. Yeah, it's just the opening cutscene.
Never heard of Eidos before.
Yeah, I don't know any other game by them I've done. Oh, good news is the Hitman. This is Hitman 4. Hitman 5 will be coming out really soon.
Have you played the first three?
No. But apparently number three is pretty similar to this one. While number 1 and 2 were kind of like Grand Theft Auto. You know, like it started out just like, you know, they weren't really big games until number 3 came out. So I don't really care about 1 and 2. Anyway, I practiced for 5 minutes because I haven't played this in a few months. Like, I'm so comfortable with it, I just wanted to get more comfortable with the controls before I made it official. So I'm just deleting that practice. And anyway, here, we'll call this, I think we'll call it Nate.
Just let me type it in here.
Anyway, for this video, we will be doing, I'm just going to show you all the achievements to prove I've done the achievements. Anyway, the first level we will be doing will be the tutorial. I don't like the tutorial at all because the whole point of beating every level is to get the best ranking for each level, which is what I'll be doing. I'll be getting the best ranking you can for each level. However, in the tutorial, tutorial doesn't teach you how to get that ranking. In fact, the best you can get is like Hitman. The one we're trying to aim for in every level is Silent Assassin. Of course, it's not possible. Well, I have seen it on YouTube. It's just really fluky, sloppy gameplay. But let's just watch this opening.
Another cutscene.
Set us up for this is I wonder how scared that one guy is at the very top.
I'd just be like, well, at least I'm not that guy looking at the one that fell down.
Hundreds of family members gathered outside the deserted park today to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the Southland tragedy.
How did hundreds of people die from that?
Authorities report at least 30
I'm
deaths
sure at least like
close to
about 50 people died on the Ferris wheel, and you know, must have crashed down. Plus the Ferris wheel itself tumbled over, so I think it was about 100. I think they're over exaggerating. That's what the media does.
That's why I never read the newspaper.
Don't worry, when I become a journalist, everything will be the truth. we can assume from just that little thing there that his son must have died on the Ferris wheel or in the amusement park, and that guy's a little upset about it, so he's calling a hit on the owner of this park who spent all his money here and trying to defend himself in court. He eventually was cleared innocent, but he lost everything.
I don't think you can blame the owner for that.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably didn't put as much effort as he could have into keeping it safe, but money is money, business is business.
You make cuts where you don't think they're going to be important.
This training level will introduce to you the various skills and techniques required to
I think
effectively
the
undertake
voice right here is doing the tutorial, like, it doesn't fit the mood of this game at all, and you'll never hear him again.
I was just gonna say that this guy seems like way too cheery for like the dark theme that was just set.
I feel like they just grabbed some random crew member to read this, like cameraman number 3.
And tension.
Key grip boy.
The icon in the lower right corner displays the currently equipped item and its ammo status.
Silver baller.
Displayed at the top of the screen, the headlines will offer suggestions.
Anyway, I just need to emphasize that a lot of what you learn in tutorial, I want you to forget for the other levels. Besides controls, that's very important, but the bottom line for getting the ranking silent assassin is you cannot kill innocents. The only people you can kill is your target. There can be witnesses, like, so, can't make loud noises or anything. And your notoriety bar, which is the one beside the health, can't go too high.
Little exclamation point.
Yeah. Like, if it goes, like, medium, it'll be, like, yellow. If it goes near the top, it'll be, like, red. Yellow's okay, but left trigger's really important. It teaches you how to crouch. Well, it crouches, which makes holding X will bring up your inventory, and then releasing it when you highlight the weapon you want will select it. Right now I'm just slow walking for emphasis. You can actually hold left stick all the way through, but you can't do anything until she stops talking.
With a narcotics distribution ring, so the park may still have some amusements. Enjoy the ride, 47.
Where do these blood steps come from?
The car, I think.
What the fuck you looking at, Kraken? I'm here to see.
Like, this isn't like, it came out for Xbox, so the graphics aren't the greatest.
Mr. Swing King.
I mean, it's great. I have no problem with it. But
What the fuck they call you? Names of a friend.
It's a lot better 3D rendering than a lot of old
look at
games.
notice how, like, close he was to the gate. Like,
Yeah, he got there pretty quick. That's a silent assassin for you.
well, like, right there, we didn't. I don't think we killed him. I think we just knocked it out, which it's okay. You can knock out innocents and still get silent assassin. In fact, you can even kill innocents as long as it looks like an accident. So, like, bullet holes obviously aren't accidents. If you push someone off a ledge and they die, that's considered an accident, and you're still capable of getting.
We had 14 fluke accidents. What happened? Well, they all just happened to trip out the windows.
Actually, we'll be doing that a lot. In this one level, will there be a lot of accidents? Because the level for me is just overwhelming. Anyway, here, those two guards out there. We're not supposed to be in here, so I'm trying to distract them with this coin. But I keep missing the window. It's no big deal. Because the coins you have an unlimited amount of uses on them, and the coins are to distract people. You throw it at a wall, and people will head in that direction.
I can't imagine a real assassin using that as one of his main items.
It's kind of clever in a way, but
He's got like his garroting wire, a pistol, and some quarters.
it's very confusing, like, how to aim with it too. Like, the game just teaches you to drop it, but you can also throw it by pulling L3, holding the left analog stick in. After you throw it out the window, they'll be like, "What's that?" And you just walk to the store. And don't feel pressured to go as fast as possible there. They'll be distracted for a while. And if you're crouching while looking at a door, you can look through the people, see inside. Next, this is where the game teacher wants us to kill that person up ahead.
Ruined your silent assassin.
Yep. But you don't get ranked in tutorial. But it's not a good method to teach people to get the best ranking. Anyway, all you do is go into crouch and then right trigger, which will hold back, which will get the fiber wire ready. Then when you get close to them, release the right trigger, and it'll strangle them. And then we'll pick up his pistol.
How does that guy know when anyone's there?
X to put in your pocket. I don't think he does. He's basically on a cycle. He'll say that like every 30 seconds.
Why don't you help him?
I actually would help him. That would be my character, but you can't actually help him.
Why's that guy even tied up anyways?
I think he wanted to go for red on the pony. Anyway.
I just like to visit my granddaughter's burial site.
Maybe they owe the gangsters money. Like, even if they're bad people, you can't kill them.
Just because they're black doesn't mean they're bad.
So, yeah, this is also, it told us to clear the next room by shooting them. That obviously ruined Silent Assassin. Just pop them.
I like how you ran as if it just casually opened up.
And see, like, I'm at yellow, which is fine. Even red, if it's just momentarily, it's fine. But if it's like all the way full, I mean, everyone is onto you, and you're pretty fucked.
You can't
In
fit
fact,
2 people in one dumpster.
no, which is really stupid. I'm sure there's room for like 5. I don't even know why they want us to hide the body. Like, clearly, I just made a lot of noise. Anyway, we're gonna hide this closet.
There's like a pool of blood in the ground still too.
He's like, what happened here? We're just gonna get out. By going behind someone with a weapon, you can use them as a shield. Pressing A will knock them out, which is one way you can get rid of someone you don't want there without killing them, and it's still capable of getting your silent assassin rank. It's also a good way to use someone as a human shield. But if you want silent assassin, no one should be shooting at you anyway. Anyway, what I did there is grabbed his key card and grabbed his costume for disguise.
What was he supposed to be?
Just a scientist.
What the hell's going on at this amusement park?
I know. I can't actually recall seeing another scientist.
Scientists and gangsters. It's been closed for like a month.
I know. I think. Like, the owner still lives. He lives here, I guess, and
These are his gardeners.
I think he like struck a deal with these gangsters that they can use this as a hideout if they pay him. But anyway, walk when possible. Don't run, because you're less chance of bringing up your authority.
I like how that black guy doesn't recognize the guy that just ran into that room.
Where'd your hair go? Anyway, we're gonna grab this baking soda crate and we're gonna put our weapon inside it. You'll see why. This guy up ahead, he is gonna use a metal detector on us to scan us. It's just horrible security. Like,
Gotta check you, white bread.
you'll actually see my notoriety bar will go to red, which is that's why I don't like the hardest difficulty, because it's the most unrealistic, but
Alright, you cool.
it's also the only way to get all the achievements. Like, and as you can see, his scanner did touch my little baking soda crate. And see, my notoriety bar is at red right now, which kind of scared me.
Why was it at red?
Just I don't know, little. There's no reason it should have been, but just when you're just the highest ranking, it makes
I can get the money,
really small
sweetie. It's as
things
good as mine already. Mr.
change the
Spook's
bar.
got it. We'll open the book. It'll be like old times. No, no, just a few more days. You gotta believe me. Don't say that, sunshine. Mr. Spook's gonna come true, baby. He's good for the money. I won't sign the papers. I won't. You gotta give me one more chance. You gotta. Baby cakes? Sunshine? Hello?
Not the greatest voice acting.
Anyway, this is what I love about Fiberwire is, you know, you're not supposed to do this for Silent Assassin, but it's pretty, well, unless that's your target, but I love how just easy you can dispose of a body by doing this. And, there's a utility box which destroys the power. It's good because it basically blinds everyone in the room, assuming you're crouching. But I won't be using that very often. In fact, I don't remember another time I use it.
Breaking the facility box.
Yeah, because once you do it, your meter will go up briefly, which I don't like taking the chances. And I've never, even though it's useful, I just always find an easier way to
So you
get
guys
good
need
level.
to take a little pit stop.
Yeah. Before we continue this walkthrough, I just need to take a quick bathroom break. You know,
A good
if you're
assassin
like,
always has toilet paper on him.
and there's a gangster in here. It says to use them as a human shield. I didn't read this, and I just find it easier to strangle him instead.
That guy really didn't hold out long.
Like the game like glitches like that, where like the fiber wire will glitch around the neck, which is it's great when it happens because it saves me like 3 seconds, and it looks really funny.
What a humiliating way to die.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now we'll just have to kill a few.
I don't know why you use that guy as a shield anyways, because he just yell and let his partners know.
Actually, you do cover his mouth.
Still, he makes some noise. I think. Hookers.
Yep.
So it's a little brothel / science laboratory.
I don't know if they have one on here, but I'm
Ask this
assuming.
girl.
I'm assuming it's not good. Anyway, like the tutorial, it kind of encourages you to use brute strength.
It's been a while now, Scoop, and I was just wondering where we were on the whole money thing.
Were you?
Yeah, see, the thing is, if you remember, you know, what we agreed to was it'd just be a short while and you'd pay in cash, and I know what the pressures you were under must be, but the deal is a deal, and I was hoping, you know, maybe you could just pay what we agreed on, even though you've been here
It's
for
not very confident.
heck,
How
more
did
than
this guy
twice as long as we agreed to.
become a CEO
But
of
just
Park?
pay the original amount and move on. Not right away necessarily,
Donald
but
Trump would
you
mop
know,
the floor with these
I'd
gangsters.
appreciate it.
No.
We gotta feel bad for the poor guy.
I don't
No,
feel
let's-
bad for pathetic people.
So let's go kill him.
I don't think we're really even needed here in this situation. Looks like he's gonna get himself killed soon enough.
I know. That's why it's perfect tutorial. If we fail, we didn't really fail. Anyway, it's really confusing. When you pick up the briefcase, you have to actually select the main inventory to unpack the rifle, which makes sense, but it might take people a few minutes the first time. Anyway, press L3 and L3 twice to zoom in, and then you have to take the 3 guards out here. So there's one on top of the Ferris wheel. We'll align our shot for a few seconds, or
Go for a headshot.
we'll headshot the next guy, I promise. This guy's on the roof. It's a different spot on the roof every time, but it's definitely on the roof. And this is the only difficulty where it's actually wobbly.
Wonderful.
And then that guy's on the ground. Right there.
I think he should have heard something.
I did. I mean, he definitely
Oh,
did. But, you know, it doesn't matter anymore.
blew him through the wall.
Just leave your sniper rifle right there. Oh, another priority to get Silent Assassin is to, you know, our suit we had at the beginning of the game?
Mm-hmm.
That can't be left behind. You can't leave evidence behind. You're there.
Yeah, that's kind of a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just completely undressed, leave it on the floor like that.
Not just, he didn't just leave it on the floor. I mean, he folded it really nicely.
Oh, okay.
But
Aren't you gonna search him for money?
nope, no money. Well, there is money in this game. You just can't collect it through levels. You just beat a level and you get money from it.
Hmm.
There's a syringe right here. I don't know why we had to pick it up, because you always start with syringes. You always start with poison syringe and sedative syringe, which poison, you know, kills people instantly, while sedate has the same effect where it'll just take them out instantly, but it doesn't kill them. It just puts them to sleep.
Is that supposed to be a barcode on the back of his head?
Yep, he's Agent 47. There's like, I don't know how many agents there are, but you know, I'm sure there's at least 47, and they all have barcodes on. They were like born to be assassins. And as you'll see, push this guard over the rail. It doesn't tell you how to push him over the rail. All you do is press left trigger, right trigger at the same time. And see, that counts as a accidental kill, so that would not have ruined our ranking, but you know, damage has already been done, so it doesn't matter. And you know, poisoning the secretary's drink will indeed ruin that ranking if it hasn't already been. But, you know, the tutorial's telling us to.
What kind of gangsters have a secretary?
Oh, that's that little fat guy we have to kill.
Oh, okay. That's not a very good poison if she's that quick to react to it. Like, that's not subtle at all.
Yeah, kind of like the swing kick should have like hurt something.
Pipe down over there, I'm on the phone.
There's this one.
I don't think
Who
he's
the
seen me
hell
yet.
are you? How'd you get in here? Carol Ann!
My client has hired me to show you this
My
photograph.
guy doesn't look
I don't
that intimidating
understand.
with like the sign.
My client has asked me to ensure it's the last thing you ever see. Please, look at the photograph, Mr. Clarence.
And yeah, you never like you're never supposed to directly confront your mark. Usually just kill him when you don't see. But this guy, it's an easy kill, so I tried to find a fun weapon to kill him with. And I found a hammer. He could have bugged it by now.
I'll pay you.
Wait, you'll pay me? Oh. So yeah, we killed the mark, now they want us to leave.
The most casual way we know how.
Pick up the bond device. Here's another thing that you'll always start out with in your inventory is the mine and the detonator. Which, even though it makes loud noises, you can use it because you won't. No one will know it was you who used it. But I think I only used it like once or twice in the whole game. Definitely once.
Now what are we doing?
Oh, I placed a bomb on the little wicket thing, and now I'm gonna blow it up, and the chandelier is gonna fall.
Yeah, but why are we doing this?
Well, you mean why I went back outside?
No, like why are we killing people that aren't our target?
Because we have to go through the exit, which they're all near, and if we just walk through, they'll all shoot us.
They won't just assume, oh, it's one of the scientists.
You'd think so, but I've tried to, and they just.
I think you've been detected.
It doesn't matter, they're all dead. Except those hookers, they won't put up much of a fight. There is an achievement in this game where you have to collect every gun in the game. That'll be like one of the last things we do, so don't worry about it. But the way to collect guns is to, pick them up off enemies, or sometimes they'll be mantled on walls or whatever. And you actually have to leave the level. You have to exit the level with the gun in your inventory. So that's what I did. One of those gangsters had a Desert Eagle on it, so I just picked it up. At the end of every level, there will be a newspaper. It'll basically give you it'll basically give you an overview of how you did. Like it'll talk about the victim a little. Then I'll say like the killer was believed to be a experienced assassin with little training or something. Like, yeah, I'll give you a chance to read it, but it gets very repetitive because they don't change much. Like, they'll say, like, 14 security professionals working for Florence were also killed. And they'll say, like, there's one innocent who was killed. Investigators also reported that 50 shots were fired by the assassin, judging from the bullet holes and cartilages found on some of the crime scenes. The comparison of the shots and wounds of the victims had led to the assumption that the shooter is an experienced shooter of limited skill and dangerous enthusiasm. I can't read that last word. But
I was just looking at the ad. They had El Diablo Zoom.
really? Oh, that's another. They also have like little fun stories you can read on like the sides of the paper.
Only $10 for 3 bottles of wine.
Really? Oh. I'll have to stop right there on the way out.
Age of 47 celebratory drink, I think.
Like jug, curdle, liquidated, kids lemonade, stand condemned and demolished.
There it is.
Kind of read that.
But we'll save that for another time.
See, Silent Assassin. We definitely didn't get Silent Assassin, but that's the ranking we're going to go through at the end of on every other level from here on out. And unlike the tutorial, every level will give you a rank right before you exit the level. So say like witnesses, and you'll get a better idea of it when I actually demonstrate it.
Alrighty.
So yeah, this was my first video, hopefully not my last. And hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, this will be a walkthrough. And hope you have fun.
See ya.
See ya.